but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting installment of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, and give me 1 second. Let me do one thing real quick. It's been a crazy day for me, guys. A crazy day. Bam. All right, got that done. Let me go ahead and bring everybody in. First, let me bring back the returning ladies that we were missing last week. We got the crew back together. Happy to have these ladies back. First, let me bring back a writer for GNN and the queen of TikTok. Bring my girl Kat Holler. Kat, what's up? How you doing tonight? Hope everything's going well.
Oh, doing pretty good. I mean, I sound like one of the Simpson sisters, but allergies will do that.
Hold on 1 second. Ah, shoot. Okay. Next, let me bring back. We sent her to the Moon Kingdom to see if she can rescue Darian from the evil clutches of the evil scouts. I don't know how that went, but she did survive the experience, and it's good to have her back. Jenae, what's up?
Nothing much, William. How are you?
Doing good. Good to have you back. Good to have you back. Next, we also have a guest based off of Stax's stream. I don't know. KW, what's up, man?
Well, I just want to let you know that I don't know.
That was like the best stream ever. Because no one knew anything.
I kept saying the phrase over and over again in the chat.
I don't know. And last but certainly not least, let's bring the guy who's been doing this for 2.5 years, going on 3. Let's bring my man Shah. Shah, what's up?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
How you guys doing today? Oh my goodness gracious! Got the band all back together. Got Ichigo here. Yeah, he said he don't know nothing either. I don't know nothing either.
Ichigo
know.
Oh man. We don't know. All right, let's go ahead and get started with also we'll be giving out the winners from our Funko Pop contest. There's 2 people that I saw who replied to the contest. I'm gonna go ahead and let them know that they won at some point tonight. So stay tuned for that, of course. And let's go ahead and get started with lineups and the news. I'm gonna go ahead and just combine it in one. Let me go ahead and play the intro, then we'll get started on that. All right, Shaw. Go ahead, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So first up, we got Superman and Lois. Superman goes up into that portal that ends up in Bizarro World. Won't get to see that until later. Let's see. Everybody's dealing with that. We finally got the whole yellow kryptonite thing settled, kind of. We'll see what happens with that moving forward. Let's see. Lana wins the election. Sarah breaks up with Jonathan, whichever one he is.
Whichever one's on crypto meth.
Whatever one's on crypto meth, that's him.
Yeah, I mean the end of the episode, we have the Bizarro version of Jonathan, I believe, show up, and yeah, what do you guys think of the episode?
I mean, we know that I still haven't caught up, but I can always joke about crypto meth. Like, I saw enough about crypto meth, and I know that it ruins everything. We've all seen Breaking Bad. We know what happens with blue meth.
I think the thing that gets me, and it sort of kind of bothered me a little bit. We didn't get a whole lot of Superman, and I get why. Because you're trying to progress the storyline with Lois, Lucy, and all that. But we really didn't get a lot of Superman. We got more of the teenage Yanks with Jordan and his girlfriend breaking up. I ain't trying to sound like a downer, but I could care less about them breaking up. I can care less about the whole relationship. Lionel won the election. In the grand scheme of things, who cares? It's just like filler. It just progresses the story. We watch superhero shows.
We basically don't know what happened.
We watch superhero shows to see the heroes.
And why not show the Bizarro world?
Right. Don't wait.
That's gonna be the next episode. Like the whole episode, next episode, going to be with Bizarro.
Shaw, that's all you've been telling me with like everything. I'm like, I want to see this. Oh, that's gonna be the next episode. I want it now.
It is. That was in the trailer. The whole trailer. Next episode.
I think this is why I can't even
want
bring
it now,
myself to try. Is because the name of the show is Superman,
right?
And Lois,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are the characters we worry more about than the kids, the side characters, the rando characters that like maybe get
Background
like one frame in a comic book, right?
Okay, let's all of them.
True.
Like background characters.
So I mean, it's not like the Flash. It would be like literally if the Flash literally did like half a season, where they weren't actually talking about the Flash or any of the other superheroes, and they were just talking about like the random people that they'd saved.
Yeah, true.
It's like I know Jordan's going to end up with. I know you're going to have a big story with Jordan. I get that because he's the one with the powers. Even though you saw the other brothers start to exhibit, he might have some powers as well. But like I say, man,
I think he was getting that headache because remember when Clark got headaches because Bizarro Superman was there?
That's
I think
true.
that's why he got that headache.
That might have been why. That's a good point.
But
that's
I could be wrong. But
no,
probably right. Actually,
you're probably right. Actually, yeah, you're probably right.
Because that was my first thought, and then when I saw Bizarro, what's his face, I was just like, oh, okay, that's why he got the headache.
I thought it was kind of interesting too. You saw him start, and then he spoke in language we can understand. So
yeah,
but
just give us subtitles if they're going to speak Bizarro.
I'm just tired of all this filler. Give me heroes. Flash did a better job this week, and we get. What was that, KW?
Give us heroes and villains.
Right. Just don't give me side stuff. That's what Dragon Ball Z did. Just give you the same thing, but they give you side stuff and go with the same thing, and then the one battle lasts 28 episodes.
Well, it takes 19 episodes to fire up the Kamehameha.
This is true.
But we don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. Oh man, but yeah. Hopefully next episode will be a little bit better. We'll see Bizarro World, and because I haven't seen the trailer yet, so hopefully we'll see Bizarro World and Superman and get back to the hero content, which I think is lacking big time in the Arrowverse, which might be the reason why things are starting to go downhill. All right, go ahead, Sean.
Next up, got to talk about the Flash. A couple things happened. Let's see. We finally meet the thing that's been killing people. Some sort of black flame that has some sort of entity or something like that. It feeds off of grief. It goes after Chester for some reason instead of going after the other people around that are a lot more in grief. But we'll see what's up with that moving forward. Iris and Sue end up finding Phantom Girl. We'll see how that story goes.
Legion of superheroes.
Yeah. Let's see. Anything else?
Might be getting rid of Iris.
Yeah, Iris is dealing with her time sickness, which we'll be getting soon. We found out that there's something really up. Let's see. Got a little information on that too. Apparently, episode 15 will be focusing on that the sickness thing. We also got the titles for episode 12 through 16. 12 will be Death Rises. 13 will be Death Falls. 14 will be Funeral for a Friend. So that's kind of interesting who's going to die. 15 will be Into the Still Force, and then 16, The Curious Case of Bart Allen. What do you guys think of the episode?
So I think that it's interesting that with the case of the Black Flame, they're bringing in that it's some sort of entity, but it may not necessarily be a meta specifically. It may be something else.
Right.
Because with this, originally they had thought that something was controlling it. Like this was a meta's powers that they could make this flame appear from somewhere else. And then come to find out, it wasn't actually a meta targeting anybody. It was whatever this Black Flame is on its own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, with that, of course, like you said, it's very interesting the fact that it did lock onto Chester, because the entire team has suffered tremendous amounts of grief and loss.
Trauma too.
Yep.
So why is it maybe because he was more vulnerable to his? Because the rest of the team has had to kind of, I don't want to say put their feelings about things on the back burner, but they have to a certain extent had to say, okay, this happened. It was really bad. We miss our friend, but we can't get stuck in that place because that's going to keep us from being able to help more people. Is it maybe that Chester hadn't necessarily been able to move past that point, and that's why it was able to lock onto his grief?
Good heart, maybe.
Man, how come it couldn't target Iris and let her get him?
She has to have the twins first, William.
Man. Man.
Which means she's not going to die this season.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Well, I know that she's I think it'd be funny if instead of morning sickness, she has time sickness because she's pregnant with the twins. That would be funny.
You said time sickness.
Or time sickness.
Time vomit.
That'd be awesome.
But wouldn't
She's
that
gonna
be
vomit up
hilarious
clocks?
if that's the whole reason why it's like, oh, because they have speedster powers and stuff, so it's messing with your biological time clock, and said you're not. You have that instead.
David, what's up, man?
Numbers.
Right?
David. Vomits like alphabet soup, only it's numbers. You know.
Right.
David, good to have you with us, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. But yeah, the Flash was all right. At least we saw more of him this week.
Yeah.
Then we saw a couple episodes ago. What's next, y'all?
Next up, we got the return of Young Justice. Everybody get to see the 3 episodes they dropped?
I haven't.
No.
I just watched the last episode. I didn't watch the other 2 before that.
I heard it's good though.
I liked it.
Yeah, it focused on Aquaman as he is now. Saw some stuff happen. Apparently, the dude that created Atlantis a long time ago showed up, who may or may not be real. Ocean Master showed up, but he was a clone, which is why they're worried about this dude. They're currently looking for his crown to get a genetic sample of some sort, which probably won't work, but we'll see. Let's see. Garth finally yeah. Garth.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Beast Boy finally gets some help from again, and we'll see how that rolls around. We finally see Superboy. He's kind of alive. He's in some sort of place with Phantom Girl, so we'll see him come back sooner or later. And I think that's everything. What do you guys think?
So he's only mostly dead?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's comics, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
And he
You die again, you come back to life again.
No
Like
one's truly
what-
dead.
What Wally said, they're not in heaven, they're not in hell, they're in some kind of purgatory, and they just need to get out. So he's like I'm assuming that those people are actually not there, and he's just hallucinating everything right now.
Yeah.
Just trying to get out, but then he's like, but why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's having like a little mental breakdown in limbo.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like I say, I'm waiting on my girl, Sergeant Marvel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to see her. She's a badass. I'm waiting to see that version of her.
Yep.
For sure.
Most definitely. All right, next up, we got Halo. I've only seen a little bit of the first episode. Have you guys seen it?
Yes.
I know Kat
Both
has.
of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you guys think?
So this is my theory on it. And I think a lot of people are getting a little bit of a mixed feeling on the show because in the games, there's never a time when Master Chief takes off his helmet. So you don't ever see John's face.
Yeah.
But if I'm figuring out the timeline correctly based on what I know of the games and the books, yes, I am that much of a Halo nerd. I have the books too. The timeline on this should be sometime before Halo Reach.
Okay, I was wondering the timeline.
Yeah. So, because by the time Reach has happened, Dr. Halsey's already dead and he already has Cortana, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing and of course, if you've watched it, you've seen that they've alluded to basically Cortana is an AI clone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it really is.
Well, yeah. I mean, I like the way they're telling the story, but part of the reason why I think that it's pre-Reach is because half these planets don't know who the Covenant are.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
By Reach, the Covenant was the big bad.
Yeah, it was.
So by then, they had gone in and slaughtered enough planets that people knew who they were. So that's why I'm thinking this is pre-Reach, which may be why you're seeing more things, like you're seeing more of that backstory, right?
Right.
It talked about him and this friend of his that actually the friend was like, nah, bro, I gotta go. Where John stayed.
I feel you, David. I feel you, bro.
Well, if you have, I hear if you have Amazon, there's like a very small upcharge to add that, but I could be wrong.
I believe
I have
so.
all of them, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so for me, I'm seeing where this is leading into where the games pick up at.
Right.
You're starting to see a little bit of conflict. Like you're seeing where the Spartans on most of these Outer Rim planets are not welcome kindly.
Yeah, that is true.
Master Chief
Master
rolling in
Chief
his
can't die. You
grave.
can't roll in his grave. You can't die, sir.
But do we know?
Yeah. We don't know.
I'm gonna have to do like Stacks and change the title of this show to "We Don't Know."
So,
we're just talking about it, but we don't know.
It's all a joke. It's all a joke.
So you're definitely starting to see like where the Spartans have had to. I mean, I'm not sure if they're trying to do it as political commentary. To be completely honest, I wouldn't be surprised on that either.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, the Spartans are soldiers, and they are going onto planets chasing the Covenant. Which half of these planets don't know who the Covenant are or how bad they are until they try to wipe out their people.
Yeah.
But they know that their people can't fight the Spartans.
Yeah.
So they're greeted with a lot of hostility. I think it's going to be interesting from reading the books and knowing a little bit more about the Master Chief lore. I think a lot of people who don't know that lore are probably going to be really disappointed and they're really confused about, well, why does he seem so conflicted?
Yeah.
That was why he has Cortana. Is because even though, he was part of the grand, government-sanctioned child trafficking experiment. I mean, I guess it's okay because they replaced them with clones, so their parents didn't miss them until they died. But I broke
That's
William.
so true. That's so true.
So, but he always had a little bit more of that conflict because he asked more questions. Like, he was always willing to follow as a soldier, which you still see in the show that he's not. I mean, he could have just taken off and ran.
Yep.
Yeah.
He didn't have to let UNSC pick him up.
Right.
And he's making those choices to come back. But that's because he still believes in it, even though he does question some of the methods and modalities, especially when he's seeing what's happening out in the outer planets.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the part that cracked me up in this episode, in the second episode, was when he shows up on this planet and they put this like forklift full of crap in front of him. Like, wait a minute, y'all. He's a massive killing machine. You think he's not just going to be like, and there you go. Like, really? You think that's going to stop Master Chief? He's got rockets in his boots, and he's armed to the teeth just in his suit without a firearm. So, like, them being so surprised at that kind of shocked me. I was like, really? Really? You all hate the Spartans. You know what they can do.
Because his name's the Devil, right? Or his nickname's the Devil or something like that?
In a lot of the outer planets, yeah. It's in whatever their language is, but it translates, like, to the devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that made me laugh.
So, you know, that
I just love his
Halo show.
I just love that, like, his response is like, you could have a kid?
Yeah.
I thought the treatment stopped that.
I thought treatment stopped all of that.
Well, it's just like
One way to
anything
get
else.
around
That was my
child
initial thought too. I'm like, I thought they're sterilized or whatever.
That's one way to get around child support.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that
What
guy,
happened in the
that
first place?
actor always reminds me like of a buff Chappelle. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I
Is that
honestly had to take a double take. I was like, wait, hold up. No, it's the other guy.
yeah. Anytime I see him in a movie, I'm like, wait, is that Chappelle? No, that's not Chappelle.
Chappelle been hitting the gym. He
He got big. Yeah, he got buff now.
Yeah.
He's got buff now. Yeah, he's gotten buff. Hell yeah.
Well, he has to make sure that if he gets slapped, he can take it.
I mean, I think Chappelle at some point in time expects someone to slap him. Like, he just doesn't care. Like,
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
that's what comedians do.
yep.
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so far I'm enjoying where the show is going. But like I said, once again, I'm into the lore of it. You know, I have the books and all that fun stuff too. So, you know, I'm interested to see where it'll go. I do like seeing, you know, Porn Stash playing Master Chief. I think it's kind of an interesting different role for him. Oh, I think you never watched Orange is the New Black? Or did you just not realize that's who the actor was?
I've never seen that.
Oh yeah. So the actor is in Orange is the New Black, and he's one of the prison guards. And he has the quintessential like
Oh my
smoking the
gosh.
bandit 1970s porn stash, and that's what all the inmates call him is porn stash.
Oh, that's awesome.
I never knew.
And then he
We didn't know. We truly didn't know.
no.
You didn't know.
And then he was also in
what is
American
this?
Gods.
What did I say? Use the power of the Megazord. Use the power of the Megazord. All right.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out, like, I mean, I know he's really tall because in American Gods, you could tell he's like 6'4" or 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if
Or
they got a really
demigod.
tall actress to play the child or if they have him in stilts inside that suit.
Right? Because he's supposed to be like, what,
Right.
7 foot
Because
as a
he seems
Spartan?
even taller than that now, yeah.
It's like demigod height. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out like how tall she is, and was just like, well, if she's about my height, that would be about right to hit his shoulders ish, because he looked
Yeah.
about 2 feet taller.
Yeah. But I mean, if he's 6'5", she only has to be like 5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But yeah, and he is, I mean, he might even be taller, but I think he's at least 6'5", just from what I could kind of judge watching American Gods when he was Mad Sweeney.
mm-hmm.
So
All right. All right.
so yeah, so I'll get off my Halo soapbox now. I'll
Oh.
hang out.
Yeah.
Well, like a couple of times, like with the graphics and stuff, like even like watching the actors, I was like, wait, this is not the video game, but like it almost seemed like the video game kind of thing. So I'm like, are they trying to make it look like that? Because like not when it's the soldiers, but like when it was like headquarters talking, and it was just like they kind of look like that smooth video game facey kind of a thing.
With them
every once in a
PS2
while.
graphics.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
PS2 graphics. Oh my gosh.
So But I was like, no, wait,
what-
this isn't the
that's-
video game. This is.
that's what the new Dragon Ball movie gonna look like. PS2 graphics.
Or worse, Game Boy graphics.
Oh snap! The pins were
Shots fired.
shots fired at DBZ. Or Dragon Ball rather. All right. So what we got next, man?
All right, next up we got Star Trek Card. We finally found out that the Watcher is one of those people from I think it was called Grey 7, I think, or something like that. Really old TV show, never got made. It was a backdoor pilot in the first season of Star Trek original series. So yes, it's one of them. We found out that Q was trying to convince Bernard Picard's ancestors not to do something which will then mess up the future or whatever. Agnes gets the Borg Queen in her head now, so that happened, and yeah, I think that's it. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I'm still not caught up.
We don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I swear I gotta put that on my soundboard. We don't know. It's gonna be my soundboard record. We don't know. All right. Anything else on? Oh yeah, real quick. I guess I'll be the one to do it. Naomi was this week, and
Wah,
and
Hey, this week actually had a plot twist.
Oh, did it? I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I just watched what we were going to talk about.
Okay, so basically his boss, the dad's boss, found out about Naomi.
Mhm.
And he tried to get Naomi's dad to admit to it and turn Naomi in. Of course he said no. So, well, first thing I'm trying to figure out, how do you break into a school after hours, number one?
Not all schools lock their doors.
Yeah.
Really?
They don't.
Yeah. The classrooms are locked, but the hallways themselves are, in a lot of cases,
Like
they
the
have
front
like
door, the front door and everything, they're not closed at all. So
yeah.
Wow.
they're just waiting for somebody to break in.
They're waiting for somebody to do something. But anyway, she ruined her relationship because she suspected her boyfriend of being on the street when her disc went missing. And of course he had nothing to do with it, but Naomi messed it up anyway. That's just what Naomi does.
Well, if he would have just given her a straight answer.
That's true too, because he was being cryptic.
Yeah, like if he would have, even if he would have given like a bad lie.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, my homeboy like needed a ride home from practice.
Right. The lie he gave was dumb.
No,
Yeah,
it
but
was
she's
just, like,
never that truthful with him either from the episodes
That's
I
true.
did see. So,
well, Jenae, when
Yeah.
you're 16, how honest would you be with half your classmates of, oh, by the way, I'm an alien?
I'm an alien.
this is true.
I'm an alien, man. I just want to let you know I'm an alien.
Yeah, I mean, so I
They
get it.
already
Like,
thought
she
I was an
hasn't,
alien.
she hasn't always been upfront about the fact that she's ET.
Hmm.
Basically.
But when she came out and was like, well, hey, I'm trying to figure this out because this happened, and he understands how important that is. I get not wanting to blow his promposal. Sorry, spoilers, guys. But
You good? I think
I don't really
I'm
care
starting.
for spoilers.
I'm starting to
If
think.
I'm not
you
even
have
watching
a
the show.
promposal,
I'm starting
Give a better
to
lie.
think we the only ones that watch it anyway.
I
Because
I
don't
went
know
to
this
prom like just with my friends. They all had dates. I didn't. So
yes, I ran into dates with my friends. Like, I ran into dates with my friends. I was like, girls, y'all are going. Like,
yeah.
you're not going to miss us out on this. Y'all are going.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
it was
but-
just my senior prom. So.
But the dude does something nice for her
Mhm.
and decorates her locker
Aw.
for her to remember to try to strengthen the relationship. And now he's trying to duck and dodge questions. And like Kat said, if his lie was a little bit better, he might have gotten around all that. But his lie was crap.
yeah, it didn't even have to be a good lie. Like,
Be a bad lie.
I had to wash my hair.
yeah,
Damn.
something. Like, anything other than just being like, why are you asking me where I bet? Like, oh no, that's not shady.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. But anyway, her dad's boss caught up to her and gave her a chance to turn herself in one last time. And Naomi was about to use her powers on him, but then the parents come out of nowhere with those glowing rocks that don't affect aliens but affect humans in the worst way ever, and exposed them to those rocks, and he passes out like he's having a heart attack or something. They manage to get into his office, erase his computer, get all the files and everything off the computer. So now it's pretty much going to be, if he ever comes back again, it's pretty much going to be he said, she said, I saw her do this. No, you didn't. Because everything, all the proof of all the evidence, it's either been destroyed and I think it was uploaded to her hard drive, the mother's hard drive. So
yeah, the mom swapped the files with the files she had on the thumb drive.
Yeah. And that's and then they got into the car and they say they gotta leave, but Naomi didn't want to leave and this and that's pretty much it.
And to back up a little bit, the reason that everyone was getting questioned is because at the party, their little alien scanner thing picked up that there was another alien at the party.
Yeah.
And plot twist, it's mom and dad.
Yep. You saw that at the end.
What the hell is this, Brightburn or something?
Brightburn. Man, this show, man, look. They've done this before. They've given you a decent episode, but the following week, it sucked. So, let's see what they do with this one. But this show so far, man...
Like your typical aliens, and then, somebody finds out and shit, but no, let's just try to cover it up. But
right.
Exposed and
right.
Just...
And then now the parents are like, they look like aliens too. So then you're gonna have Naomi trying to figure stuff. I'm trying to figure this out. Why are my parents aliens? Why didn't my parents tell me they were aliens? What is going on? Do they not trust me? Where do I fit in life? Where do I stand in life? Life is pain. Life is pain.
Well, I'm sorry. She needs some sort of discipline because remember, she's the only teenager in history that everybody likes.
This is true.
I still got problems with that.
Yeah, I'm like, no high school you go to everybody likes you unless you're using mind control.
Particularly as entitled she's been this whole daggone show, man. Entitled. All right, so what we got next, man?
All right, last up, we got Moon Knight, the very first episode. Everybody get to see it?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I'm waiting till 3 episodes pass, then I'm seeing it.
You're gonna watch it in both.
So what y'all think?
I'm really hoping that this brings out the Marvel Knights series. I really hope they kind of keep up down on this different path.
Yes.
With some of their darker heroes. It was a little jumpy as someone who hasn't followed all of the Moon Knight, but I know enough about Moon Knight to have not been lost. Mm-hmm. But if I didn't know anything about Moon Knight and I watched that first episode, I'd be like, say, what? I don't know. I do like how they did a little bit of character development. Very little.
Yeah.
And he didn't come out until like the end, really, where you saw what he looked like.
That was cool.
Yeah. But I like the fact that they're taking on the whole Egyptian mythos concept. I dig that.
Oh yeah.
With Khonshu and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a whole myth himself.
I think it was Jenae that said it in the chat how she wanted to see an episode of the missing pieces of that of the episode. I think it was Jenae who said in the chat.
Yeah. Shah said it'll be the next episode, so I'm gonna be disappointed, Shah, if it's not.
Shah's catchphrase will be the next episode. We love you, Shah.
Hey, we don't know.
Hey, we don't know.
I love
that's Shah's whole life next episode. That's Shah's whole life next episode. Apparently there's a QR code. There's a QR code in the episode that will get you a free digital comic. Wow.
Oh,
I gotta go back and look at that and get that comic, cuz.
I did have trouble with the shaky cam part. I got a little dizzy every once in a while in the episode. But the comedy was hilarious, whereas the idiot's back. It's like yes. Apparently he is.
He is back.
Yeah.
There's a ton of Moon Knight comics up.
But I
But yeah,
really, for
it's
not
got potential.
not
It
knowing
does.
anything about it. But then I'm gonna plug one of my friends, the podcast We Are Marvel. They did a breakdown of Moon Knight history. I listened to that, so that helped a little bit for this episode too.
Help me get caught up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
3 personalities and
because I had
everything.
so I was just like, oh, okay, this makes sense now.
I winged it.
Okay.
So,
You know, I don't know a whole lot about Moon Knight. I know
Same.
a little bit, but I was like, all right, I'm just gonna watch this from the perspective of someone who doesn't know. Let's see what we got.
That's who we
Yeah.
got.
We'll just watch Comics Explained. He'll explain everything.
Yeah, Comics Explained is really good on YouTube. He's really, really good. And he goes over a whole lot of comic book stories too.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of Moon Knight content after the release, so
Yeah,
you can just learn from there.
Good. It's really good.
Mhm.
He did the whole thing for Injustice too, and I loved it. He did a good job. All right, Shaw, what we got next up, man?
All right, time to move on to some news. First and foremost, let's talk about a thing everybody's talking about: the slap of Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Slap heard around the world.
Yes. So, what do you guys think of? What do you guys think?
I think Jenae was in the chat, and KW was too. When we talked about this on Pinfall streams. My issue with me is the fact that when you're married, I feel that you have to protect one another, not just one protect the other. And Jada has never done anything to protect this man at all. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. I don't care if he knew about that affair. She's never protected him at all. This whole thing would never have happened if all she had to say was, Will, it ain't worth it.
Or
And
she
that
didn't
man-
give him the stink eye.
Yeah, that too. And I just think I just think Jada's very toxic. I blame her. I blame Will for allowing himself to be with her still, to get to this point. But I will say this, and a lot of people gonna have issues with it. If I was Chris, you ain't walking up on me like that. No. You gonna get whatever you give me. Pro wrestling. They call it giving a receipt. You hit me, you gonna get that receipt. It's coming right back at you. And everywhere I see you, I'm gonna give it right back to you again. You don't walk up. No, you don't walk up on me like that. Now now from the standpoint of taking things as an adult, I appreciate that because it shows that men can get through a situation without having to resort to violence. But at the same point, you hit me on national TV, everybody sees it.
Yeah.
No. No. I ain't putting up with that. Nah, you gonna get it right back, and every time I see you, gonna get it then too. I don't care how big. I don't care how much bigger you are than me. Or the Rey Mysterio you right through the flow. You are not doing that to me. Now, Shaw disagrees.
Celebrity or not, you ain't hitting nobody.
You know. Now, Shaw disagrees with me, at least doing it on stage.
I gotta go do it.
Shaw's like, get him in the back. Shall get him on the street? But
you can the dark alley.
Get him in the dark alley. Do something. But man, man, and look, his wife's I don't think Chris would have. Yeah, from the whole way, there was a better way to handle that. But once you put your hands on me, all bets are off at that point. But I get it. And I just blame Jada for a lot of this because all she had to say, Will, it ain't worth it. You on the front row.
Will was laughing though.
Yeah.
He was laughing. She
front,
wasn't laughing because she didn't find it funny.
When you on the front row in front of a comedian, you make yourself a target at that point. You right there. Right there.
Every Oscar, the host always roasts the actor getting awards.
Yeah.
And honestly,
that's what they do.
Was not that disrespectful.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Everybody's just blowing it way out of proportion.
Way out of proportion. And
like
now would have.
Like when Peyton Manning was roasting all the NFL players in that one show. Kevin Durant didn't do anything. All he did was he just took the roast and that was it.
To the roast and that was it. like I say, it's just crazy to me. And the whole thing was just better way to handle it all the way around. But to me, Jada was the person who did it, because at the end of the day, it was a joke. It was a joke. It was nothing serious. There was no personal disrespect or anything to him, to her, or the family. Or the kids rather. It was a joke. Take it as such and leave it be.
Now,
What do you
don't
guys
get me
think?
wrong. Chris Rock has had her on the radar for a little while.
He
now,
has.
mind you, she makes herself a target.
Yeah.
I think the best joke was when she said she was going to boycott the Oscars a couple years ago because she felt there wasn't enough representation of African American actors and actresses.
Oh my God.
And Chris Rock commented that Jada Pinkett Smith boycotting the Oscars is like him boycotting Rihanna's panties. He's boycotting somewhere he's not invited to.
I never heard that one. That's good.
Yeah. Which he kind of has a point. And don't get me wrong. Okay, she's got her talk show, podcast, whatever her thing is now.
Red Table Talk.
Oh,
yeah. Their relationship is their relationship. Like, hey, whatever that is, that's between the two of them. I could care less about that part of it. From a woman's perspective, if I'm in a public place and something like that happens to me, I don't need someone to go up and slap the person that said it.
Yeah.
I need you to look at me, make sure I'm okay with it, and then reassure me that, hey, if I'm a little upset, hey, it's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
People have said worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people have said a lot worse about Jada Pinkett Smith. Let's be real straight up.
Nothing personal.
Yeah. Hey, you comfort her. You don't go trying to... You are Will Smith, okay? You don't get to suddenly be thug. You've never been hood. You're never gonna be hood.
Not even his TV shows where he was thug. No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
And then there's this whole entire, the Oscars were like, hey, we need to ask you to leave, where he's refusing to leave. LAPD was ready to arrest him as soon as the show was over.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
If Chris Rock would have said, I want to press charges, they were already there ready to arrest him.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same with because the Oscars had called and they thought they were going to need the police department to remove him. So overall, it's not a good look for anybody, because right now he looks like he's being puppeteered.
Brainwashed.
And like I said, whatever their relationship is, that's between the two of them. Like, if they've worked that out, that's on them. They've done their therapy. Okay, whatever. I could even care less about that aspect of it. But you have gone so far out of what people know you as your personality.
Mm-hmm.
What's about to happen now?
Right.
Because your wife is toxic and she's manipulative. Like, think about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation. When people first heard about that, there was that question of, that doesn't sound like Johnny Depp. Like, yes, he drinks a lot and he's an alcoholic, and we all know the Johnny Depp history. But the thing she was claiming seemed a little far-fetched even for Johnny Depp. Now put that in the Jada Pinkett Will Smith situation. Are people about to start, if she were to come up with that same type of accusation after what just happened, people are more likely to believe it because, we didn't think he'd slap Chris Rock. That's not the person we thought he was.
Right.
So he's really put a lot of things in question, I think, for just the general public. Retiring from whatever committee with the Oscars he was on, whatever. I think there's probably going to be some more repercussions just because of the fact that he did it in a public way.
Right.
Like, dude, find him in a dark alley. Hash it out then.
Yeah.
Guess what? You get your award and, like, you walk backstage and he's there and you hit him then? Fine.
Yep.
Not in the middle of a live broadcast,
bro.
bro.
Me like that. Nope. I'm geeking.
Like, because at that point, Chris Rock, and if you really look at it, he had to make that conscious decision to take the high road.
Yeah, I was really surprised that he did.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, that was very big of him. I was like, good job, Chris Rock.
Good job.
The
Yeah.
fact that like Jada got so upset about a guy who actually produced a documentary about women and their obsession with their hair and why it's such a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he gets it. He obviously didn't mean any disrespect by it.
Right.
Right.
It was a joke.
He knows good and dog. He knows good and doggone well. The one thing that black women care and cherish about the most is their hair, and he knows
And men's money.
And money. Mm-hmm.
She only wants Will's money. That's it.
Yeah.
Does he still have money?
Hair and money.
Well, not for long.
Not for long if he keeps going down this route.
Right now,
As Fresh Prince of Bel-Air gets canceled.
I saw on Facebook today a lot of Will Smith stuff has been put on hold. So
Yep.
That money's
No more of that on MTV.
Nope. About to start drying up, boy.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna have to redistribute.
I don't really care though. I just
gonna
watch
have to
ridiculousness anyways.
He gonna have to redistribute some of those Men in Black movies. Put them things back in syndication or something.
He'll have to start making music again.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. The last couple of attempts weren't that great.
Getting jiggy with it too.
Yeah, literally.
Get jiggy with it too, Will.
Yeah, getting jiggy with it too. Part 2, get jiggy with it. Part 2, Man in Black, the remix.
Replace him with Carlos.
Exactly.
Carlos was a better character.
Oh man. But do we truly know that's what he's gonna do? We don't truly know.
Do we know? We don't know.
We don't know. Shah, what?
Yes, we know. No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else want to comment on the topic of Will Smith before we move on? You ain't beat me up though. Yeah, no.
Well, so William, I think we missed the biggest piece of news.
What did we miss?
Did you say we got our 1,000 viewers?
Gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, we did.
So for those of you that haven't been watching prior to tonight, there was some banter that went back and forth at one point about, what it takes to get viewers on Twitch.
Well.
And William said, and I quote, "If I can get 1,000 live viewers, I'll wear a bikini live." And I said, "You serious, bro? I can make this happen." Apparently, he doubted my superpower and my ability to spread the word that people should be watching our show.
He doubted the entertainment.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Oh, goodness, man.
But
So
is Will gonna do it? We don't know.
apparently,
He's gonna wear one of those shirts with the bikinis on it.
Oh, geez.
No. Remember, I clarified. Like,
I know.
She
Right?
did.
So apparently, the week before last, we got our 1,000 viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So now, so William, when are we gonna do this? What people need to tune in to see you in your bikini?
We gotta get something that's gonna be.
We can put you in the Borat man bikini, the mankini.
Jeez.
I still personally think the Hot Topic Sailor Jupiter bikini would be hilarious.
That might work, yeah. Yeah, Hot Topic Sailor Jupiter.
No, not Sailor Moon.
But he likes Sailor Jupiter though.
She didn't hit Sailor Jupiter on me. Oh man. We'll probably
Girls.
How about
little pop-up girls.
How about Easter Sunday? I mean Easter Saturday, the Saturday before Easter.
I gotta see, man, because
If I see Will wear a bliss,
I got my kids on Easter. I can't. I'm not gonna do that to my kids on Easter.
They're looking at you like, Dad, what's going on?
What are you doing, Dad? Are you having gender issues, Dad? I ain't trying to hear all that from my daughter.
How does it be like, oh, Dad, hold up?
Like, what are you doing? What is this?
No, how does it be like, hold up, let me restring
Oh my
this.
God! And then my and then my mom's kids cannot see this episode.
You can put on private.
It's gonna be put on private real quick, boy.
You gonna put on private.
Real quick. You better catch it live, because you don't catch it live, you ain't gonna see
Or
it.
you gonna delete it afterward.
You ain't gonna see it. I'll keep my word. But
Will you
Tag why
do
I
it? We
see it
don't know.
now.
I'll
Tune
keep
in
my
live to see
word.
William in the bikini. Don't miss your chance.
I
You know?
took that video you did and posted it to my TikTok. I actually got some views on my
Oh my
TikTok too.
gosh.
It's got some views on my TikTok too. So yeah, we'll talk about when I'll do it. But
All
I
right, we'll
want to
figure
do
it
it.
out.
But I want to do it
Excuse me,
right.
everybody.
But I want to do it right because the only camera I have right now is this webcam. So I imagine I would probably need a better camera setup. So
Oh boy.
and then we can. I'll keep my word and do it. But I can't do it on this little piece of Logitech Brio camera because I have to get a better camera setup.
I'll send you some information about one of the ring lights I use.
Mhm.
I've got like 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's stacked on that.
Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
Well, it depends on what I'm doing. Like, I have tiny ones. I have ones for like when I'm tabletop gaming. Like that way, it highlights the terrain.
Oh wow.
Then I've got like the ones for my face. Then I have ones like for when I want to be able to like be hands free.
Right.
You know, like if I decided that I'm like, you know, gonna like do silly TikTok dances or something.
Oh my god.
You know. So yeah, I'll shoot you the information.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I got you.
And then we'll discuss which one I'm gonna wear. All right, Shah, save me from this embarrassment. What we got next, bro?
All right, so next up, got some information that apparently a couple of episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier got censored. It's like some blood or whatever. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, they need to stop. Man.
They should just put
What was
it
the
on
point of
the
that?
more restricted Disney Plus because my husband had to put a password on his for the higher up stuff for his part of his channel, and I still need to do that for mine.
That's a new thing that Disney Plus has started.
Yeah.
They didn't always have that.
So
now,
yeah,
here's my thing.
It just started right before.
Oh, you mean the passcode for whatever profile?
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, they just started that. Yeah.
It was like Moonlight came on.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like our conversation about them bringing over Jessica Jones to Disney Plus. You know, parents, if you choose not to put that parental protection on, that's your therapy bill.
That's your problem.
But when Disney Plus first created like Winter Soldier and Falcon, Hawkeye, those shows, their goal, I believe, was to try and keep it all like PG-13. But then my question is, you're doing Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know, you could control these things from happening. Why are you going to censor it now? Because people probably already saw the episodes.
Yeah. And you brought up a good point of Jessica Jones. There's some sex scenes in Jessica Jones too. So
there's more than that with Jessica Jones. Like Jessica Jones, like
it's like 4 of them.
I don't know how that one did not end up with an R rating.
Yeah.
Disney just getting worse and worse.
The language, the violence, the sex scenes. Yeah.
Because you saw her sleep with Luke. Then she ends up getting plowed from the back by some stranger she met in the bar. And it.
I mean, wait, how else are you supposed to deal with daddy issues? Come on.
I mean, just saying, man. I wasn't crazy about just. It was alright. I wasn't too crazy about that suit. It was okay.
See, if you follow the Jessica Jones comic books, it stuck really true to the comics.
Yeah.
But
I'll give it that.
Yeah. But Disney, you know, I think they've got this conflict because they've got their fingers in a lot of things, right?
Yep.
They've got, for a while, it was like, well, anything that's above PG-13, we're just going to put on Hulu.
Right.
Then they're like, well, but then that splits up our Marvel content, which is confusing. Agreed. So then let's all put it on Disney. Well, you've got that conflict there right there. Is Disney, when they created Disney Plus, their goal was for that to be your family-friendly content only. But guess what? You make shows that aren't all family-friendly.
Exactly.
Right.
So, you know, you can't censor what you've already put out there.
I'm trying to find this out. And somebody let me know. Did they ever put The Weekenders on Disney Plus?
No.
I'm very mad about that.
That's jacked up. That's one thing
love that show.
That's one thing that made me almost not get it. How you gonna have Disney Plus with no Weekenders on it? Come on, man.
It took a while for them to even bring Pepper Ann over. I think and then same with Kim Possible and all that. So I think that's just slowly
has to
bringing
do with
stuff
rights.
up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because some of those shows, even though they're Disney shows, they had syndication rights with other channels,
Right.
that are cable channels.
Mm.
So when those rights, and that's kind of like what happened with the Netflix Marvel thing, they had to negotiate those rights out because those were Netflix original shows.
Right.
I could go on for hours and days about streaming guidelines and rules and all that garbage, but no one wants to hear that. They just want to see William and Bikini. Apparently.
No, they don't. Trust me, they don't want that.
The people have viewed. They have spoken.
Oh my goodness!
It's Disney. Who knows? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We really don't know. All right, so
You
what
hear
we got
Disney
next, man?
got a gay agenda and everything?
We aren't from Florida, bro.
Start calling Disney this gay.
Oh my god, this gay.
I saw a video about saying the Disney executive producers saying, "Oh, we got a gay agenda." I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
Man,
it's a weird
So,
video.
That if we wanted to have a whole podcast on that one day, we could.
we could.
But just not
We
today.
really could.
There's
Just not
something
today.
with that. Yeah.
It's not today.
I just wanted to bring that up because it just been weird to me.
Yeah. All right, Shaw, go ahead, man.
All right, next up, apparently Clark Gregg has been cast in season 4 of Snowpiercer. The Snowpiercer. Are y'all fans of that?
I am. I actually just watched the season finale. Now, does it say who they're bringing him in as?
No, just that he's cast. Not. He'll probably be a villain, probably, but that's just speculation.
Yeah. I mean, Snowpiercer. We've discussed my obsessive compulsive disorder with dystopian futures of all shapes and sizes. So, yes, Snowpiercer is one of those shows that gives me a lady boner. I love it.
My lady boner.
I love dystopian futures. So, the concept of a car that's 1,000 cars long with a perpetual motion engine, it sounds amazing, but I can see the cannibalism happening already. But I'm really excited for that show. The catch to that is, as they finished season 4, the finale, I was watching it on Hulu. They said for season 4 to catch it on, I believe it was Peacock or Paramount. Which my question then is, because it's a TNT original, is TNT taking all of their content to Paramount or Peacock, whichever one of the P's it said it was going to?
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
Is that the show with the J. Cole lookalike?
Kinda. I think, yeah.
I think I've seen a trailer of it before, but I can't remember.
It's the only show that Sean Bean hasn't died in.
Give it time.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking in season 4, like with the way they ended that, there's a good chance that might have been his death. But but I mean, he wasn't decapitated, he wasn't shot, he wasn't mauled down by a pack of angry dogs.
He ain't die like Kenny in Southport.
Deaths.
He ain't die like Kenny in Southport.
He didn't die in National Treasure.
That's true too.
That's true, but he also wasn't.
His only death.
Wasn't really in it that much, was he?
It was in half of it every once in a while.
Half of it, yeah, about half of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I skip to the Shaw? Do you mind if I skip to something?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I do want to. No, I know we haven't, but I said, do you mind if I skip to something?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I got to talk about this because I want to skip to it because don't nobody like this cat's flash anyway. Ezra Miller has been arrested for disorderly conduct and harassment. Miller allegedly yelled obscenities and became agitated when people began singing at a karaoke bar. He grabbed a microphone from a woman and later lunged at a man playing darts.
Huh?
He had a mental breakdown. Look, don't nobody like Ezra Miller, no way. No one likes sure. This is not the only time he's gone off the deep end. As of a year or so ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, he went off the deep end about something. And now this, bruh. Look, you don't care. We don't like your Flash anyway. You like Grant Gustin better.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even run right in your own movie. You supposed to be the Flash, bro.
He was annoying in Royal Pains, so.
I feel like he's like a Gerard Butler. Like he has a really good PR team that usually keeps most of this stuff out in the news.
Mm-hmm.
But when he does it somewhere public that they can't control it, it's big.
Oh, it's big now.
Mm-hmm.
But then
And
again,
now,
how much of that though is, and just hear me out on this, how much is it people recognize him as a celebrity and are trying to have that cancel culture moment?
right.
I mean, I'm not saying that someone doesn't maybe need to give him a hug or maybe you need to check on your boy. But, you know, there have been plenty of times at the karaoke bar I've wanted to yank a microphone away from somebody.
Give me that.
Well, apparently that couple has already filed a restraining order against him.
So wait, so like the lady and the dark guy were married?
Apparently, I guess.
Look, you went about it wrong. You would have first you take him to court, and then once you take him to court and get at least a half bag, then you go ahead and file the restraining order.
Yeah, you get your paycheck first.
You get your check first, and then you go ahead and put the sign the restraining order on them. Man, come on, get the bag 101 here.
Here's kind of my thing, like.
Get the bag 101 here.
Are y'all regulars at this bar where you were really that worried about running into Ezra Miller again?
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. For real. We don't know. We don't know.
Like, you know, maybe Ezra and Jada, maybe they need to be a thing.
They might need to get
something
together.
in common.
Oh, geez.
I think that
toxic
her level
people.
of toxic encouragement
And they instigate
his
a
level of
lot.
crazy. That would be
toxic
that would be
people.
better than Lindsay Lohan's meltdown. That would be like better than Lindsay Lohan and Britney put together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Real quick, Tom Gabriel has been cast on Stargirl as Orbison. Orbison.
Obsidian.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Good catch, Shaw. Good catch.
He's the brother of Jade.
Good catch.
Just what her name is.
Anna Lore cast as Stephanie Brown in Gotham Knights. That's pick number 2. I also think I'll put it up on the Geek Gauntlet Facebook page. But there you go.
Yeah,
that worked for me. Hopefully they do a good introduction for her. Sharon Stone is in talks to play the main villain in the DCU's upcoming Blue Beetle film. That's pick number 1.
It'll be Shah's favorite movie.
Yeah, that's Shaw's guy right there. That's Shaw's guy. You know,
my thing though is that she's going to be playing Victoria Cord, whom I don't remember being a villain in the comics.
I don't remember her being a villain either.
I don't remember.
That's a good point.
They're taking liberties.
They are. The Wonder Twins film is currently looking to cast 3 villains by the name of Kenzie, Pills, and Vinka. They are looking to cast a female over 18 years old, preferably Australian, for Kenzie, and twins under the age of 17 for Pills and Vinka. The film will begin production this July in Atlanta, which is like 2.5 hours away from me. Let's see. Sonic 2 Hedgehog. The Sonic the Hedgehog 2 star Jim Carrey announces his plan for him to retire. That's a shame.
I heard about that.
That's a shame. But I get it. There's nothing more for him to really do in his career.
I mean, if they even do a Sonic 3 after this, it's
it's confirmed. It's confirmed. We're getting Sonic 3 definitely.
Yeah, it's just who you gonna have as Eggman or Budnick, whatever you call him.
Well, there are other villains, like probably Shadow.
Yeah.
Possible.
That'd be cool. Doctor Who Legend of the Sea Devils coming April 17th, 2022 on BBC One and BBC America. Bruce Willis retired from acting after a tragic diagnosis. Let me see.
Yeah, he also has alopecia, like what's her face?
Yeah. Nah.
Here's the thing with that condition, though. It's treatable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not something that you have to suffer.
Like,
yeah.
I've known several people who have suffered from it. And at some point in time, part of the treatment is kind of where Jada's at now. You shave your head. And then you can start the treatment. one of the gals I know, like, her hair's grown back fuller and more beautiful than it was long before she was ever diagnosed.
Wow.
I mean, Bruce Willis always kept a shaved head anyway, so bro, how'd you know?
Right.
You know,
we don't know.
here, but like,
we don't know.
Look into Bruce Willis.
Is that maybe why he kept his head shaved after Moonlighting? I don't know.
I love that show though, for real. I had a huge crush on Silver Surfer when I was a kid.
You know, but that's definitely it's something. It takes some time. I mean, it's just like people who go through chemotherapy and radiation that have to shave their heads. Yeah, it's going to take some time for your hair to grow back. You're going to be on some medication. There's going to be some treatment.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not like a Hollywood career ender.
No, not a death sentence. Because as much as I don't like
wigs and toupees nowadays.
As much as I don't like Jada, you know, I think she's still a beautiful woman. I just don't like her. I think she's toxic.
I don't care for her anyways.
Death Battle Harley Quinn.
I didn't watch that. I should watch
Death Battle Harley Quinn versus Jinx.
Jinx won that.
Who?
Jinx won.
I'm gonna have to see that. Next time, Scarlet Witch versus Zatanna. Bruh, really?
Bruh. No.
Really?
Scarlet Witch.
That's the easy W for
Scarlet Witch is a reality warper. Come on, man.
Yeah. They back at it again. They don't know anything.
Back at it. Yeah, and that's something we do know. They don't know nothing. That's what we do know. That's what we do know. And last for the news, Obi-Wan moved to Friday, May 27th, but first 2 episodes will drop. So there we go with the news. Now let's go ahead and get into our topics of the night. We'll go over a few of these, and we'll get on out of there because, good Lord, it's already 11:07 p.m. Let's go. Okay, I'm scared to put this on the screen, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I have a trivia question for all of you. You cannot cheat, but you can discuss. Ready? We ready.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm scared. I'm scared of that.
Yeah. That really depends. That's like a loaded question to me.
I don't know if it's a real.
Who knows what this question will be?
I don't know if it's a real person or a troll. Hold on. What is the largest living land mammal predator? Oh man, come on, man, really?
Predator.
Mammoth. I'm just kidding.
Man,
actually, that's likely. Actually,
why you choose this podcast to ask that question? This is not National Geographic, sir.
I mean, because turtles aren't predators.
No, I'm pretty sure it's us.
I went ahead and blocked them. I ain't got no time for that, man. I ain't got no time for that. This is not the podcast for that. This is not the podcast for that. All right, let's go over a few of these real quick. Pick number 4.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite Spider-Man villain?
Dave Chappelle. No, just kidding.
Holy Venom on she said Dave
Chappelle.
He looks like Dave Chappelle. I'm sorry. I love Dave Chappelle.
No, honestly, I'm a little partial to Green Goblin.
I was going to say Green Goblin or Doc Ock.
I got Venom.
Yeah, Venom's a classic. So
I just don't like the way they did Sandman in the movie. Like in the animated series, he was good. In the movie, he was lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Goblin for me too.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see what we got up. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me do this real quick. Hit me up with that second topic on that, Shaw, while I bring my computer back.
All right. So I have a theory about the villains from No Way Home. I don't think that they're from the same universe, like the ones from the Raimi and the ones from the Mark Webb. I don't think that's from this because each of them are from different time periods. And there's nothing about the whole multiverse thing that works through different time. But we do know that sometimes different multiverses take place during different time periods, like how Spider-Man 2099 take place in 2099, but it's concurrent with the regular universes. So yeah, what are your thoughts on that? That they're not from the same universes; they're from different ones that are just very, very similar.
Well, and with that, I know there was some of that discussed because of the whole "you're not my Peter."
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Doc Ock was like, "Yeah, you're not my Peter Parker."
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely think it's possible that someone may have even come in from like different multiverses. So it's definitely a possibility.
Oh man,
I agree with that.
Yeah,
it is. It's definitely a possibility. All right, let's go ahead and look at real quick. Red versus blue pick. Powers of Storm if you take blue. Powers of Magneto if you take red.
No, I'll take Magneto.
Which one y'all going with?
Magneto.
Gotta go Magneto.
I gotta go Storm. I like Storm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got to tie break this one.
Oh my goodness. I'll probably take Storm because at least her weakness won't be plastic.
Plus, with real science, Magneto's actually a lot weaker than used to be.
But with Magneto, you don't have to worry about plastic because you can pull the iron out of someone's blood and kill them.
That's true. That's true. But
Gravity squeeze.
But another thing I like about Storm is the fact that she controls any atmosphere she's a part of, including that in space. So I think she's kind of a badass too in her own right. Plus, she's on Mega level.
They have a Magneto too.
Yeah, they're both on Mega level.
In them.
Yeah, but you can't go wrong either way because
yeah.
One kills you by pulling the iron out your blood, the other one kills you with straight electrocution. So. I mean,
it's like a battle of electricity and gravity at this point, I think.
I mean, it's like Storm did beat Wonder Woman when she made it rain and threw down the lightning and electrocuted her, so that was kind of badass.
Yep.
So I gotta choose Storm. But if you chose Magneto, like I say, there's no really right or wrong answer on it. What is next real quick? Deadliest pick. Who is the deadliest pick? 6.
Yeah.
Who's the deadliest masked character?
This is obvious.
Deadpool.
Yep.
Yeah, probably Deadpool. Though that version of Shredder was pretty powerful.
Oh, that's Shredder?
Yeah.
Dang.
Is that regular Shredder or Super Shredder?
I think it's regular. It's not
okay.
Super.
You sure?
Oh, regular. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. They just forgot about the whole Super Shredder for the Out of the Shadows movie.
Okay. And last but not least, in the show on a high note, kind of something funny here. Pick number 12.
Yeah. Only 3 can stay. What don't y'all choose?
Only 3 can stay. Only 3 can stay.
Can I please throw bacon on that maple bar?
Damn. Damn. She says put damn.
Have you tried it, Will? It is delicious.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I've never tried that. I never tried
that. There is a maple bacon bar there. There is number 4 is a maple bacon bar.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep. Number 4.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
You can pick both of this. Yeah.
I could.
Only
do they
3
have
can
tiger
stay.
stripe? I can't see. I don't think they have tiger stripes.
Only 3 can stay though. Just 3
I'll
y'all.
be honest with you. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go with number 4, number 20, and number 21.
21. Yeah, agreed. Actually, no, not for me. Not 21. 18. Classic Glaze.
18.
Yeah, 4, 3, and 18 for me.
4, 18, and 3.
I got number 3.
If it's a Texas-sized one, it'd be delicious.
Yeah,
They're like huge.
I got
those
them.
munchkins and the jellyfilled. I don't know, man.
I got number 3. I got number 20, and I got 22. I love apple fritters.
Mostly hard choice.
Apple fritters.
Yeah.
And I almost went that strawberry frosted though.
Oh wait, there's a bear claw.
There's a bear claw there too, and a blueberry cake.
Yeah, I'll switch my 18 for an 11, please.
Yeah, I'll switch my 20. I'll switch my 22 with that 14. That strawberry. Ooh wee.
Dropping with the Boston cream.
No, I'm dropping the apple fritter. I'm keeping the Boston cream.
Oh, okay.
3, 14, and 20. 3, 14, and 20. I'm dropping the fritter. Give me that strawberry. Give me that strawberry frosted.
Yeah, I can't take strawberry frosting seriously because it just reminds me of The Simpsons.
Oh my goodness gracious. Anybody got any final last thoughts? Anything you want to get out there? Anything you want to promote before we got here for the night?
The Sonic movie next week.
Yes, sir.
Do we really know that?
My daughter is excited.
Oh, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah,
Just have to see.
As always, don't forget to go hop over to Geek News Now and check out what our writers are putting out. They're talking about all kinds of, geek news that's coming out, whether it's video games, anime, Pokemon,
check out
films, film theories. Don't forget to check those guys out. We've also got a YouTube channel, so there's lots of videos that are going to be there as well.
Yes.
That way, if you're ever looking for a way to keep on top of your geek news.
There's Shah's #1 fan.
Yeah. Love you too, sweetie. My niece. She's my baby.
That's Shah's #1 fan right there. All right. Also on my end, make sure you check out everything on my end. Minds Creativity Network on Facebook. Also check out Geek News Now as well. Check out Pinfall Streams. Check those guys out. I'll be over there on Monday doing the sports report, getting you caught up on the latest sports news. Talk about LeBron's Lakers getting put out the playoffs. Hopefully they'll stay there with 5 games left.
Well, I mean, they still don't know what to do, and considering the only person that ever played is no longer there, they don't have Kobe anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
Right.
Nope.
I'm sorry, the Lakers were a one-man show, and at one point it was 2 man because it was the Kobe and Shaq show.
Kobe rolling over his grave.
The only reason my mom ever watched the Lakers was for Shaq, and then when Shaq moved to Miami, then she just started watching the Miami Heat because she loves Shaq.
Look, Kobe rolling over his grave right now, watching this mess, this crap. That's the LA Lakers. Man, get out of here. losing to the Pelicans without Zion. Get the heck out of here, man. You were full strength. You had AD. Street clothes came back. LeBron had 36. Street clothes. Anthony Davis had 23. Y'all were up. You had a little bit of a lead and you couldn't hold it. Man, y'all don't deserve to make the playoffs or to play in for that matter. Get
They're
out
still
of
on
here.
that losing streak.
And then get mad when Brandon Ingram then people get mad at Brandon Ingram of the Pelicans for calling LeBron the brick. Get out of here, man. That last three he tried to take was an air ball. It was an air ball.
Here in San Antonio, we still call him La Baby.
Yeah, we call him that too. We call him that
I have a
too.
leg cramp.
I can't play. I bruised my shin and I can't play.
And they still got ball hog Westbrook.
Yeah. And even he played well and still couldn't win. Last three gonna be an air ball. Get mad when people call you the brick. Get the heck out. Oh. All right. I want to thank everybody for being here. Slow night tonight, but we're going up against WrestleMania. So what the heck can I do?
When my friends is like, I'm sorry, but WrestleMania comes first. I'm like,
exactly.
I understand.
But hey, we didn't know.
Yeah,
we didn't know.
We didn't know.
We don't know to retry. So
we didn't know WrestleMania was coming. So
so it's all good. But we still here. The vibe to be up for those who missed it. So definitely check it out. All right, and for me, Kat, Jenae, Shah, Mr. I Don't Know down here, Mr. I Don't Know down here. Thank you for being with us this week on this episode of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. We'll be back next week with another fantastic episode. Everyone have a safe week and take care.